Toxic Tucks Off the Lights channel. I'm your host Toxie, and today we're looking at threats. As you can see, they have a new cage now. I know this cage is not in a good location and it's kind of barren. This is because their old cage is still over here and a lot of their stuff's still in it, and that all still needs cleaned. And I'm thinking that it can't actually fit in, the floor's messy from the bedding. I'm thinking that it can't actually fit in this location because it's got to be behind my desk too. So I'm going to have to rearrange things out. This is the first time all of the rats are in it. I know I should have bedding up here, but Grandpa said no. And there's not really a whole lot I can do about that, because he's the one who's buying the bedding. Look, somebody finally came up. Hey, Frodo. And it'll be a lot easier because you squeeze that and it opens. Got a nice cat dish for our kibbles, our pellets. I usually give them veggies on a paper plate, but I'm wondering if I should get another dish for that. Don't think it matters. They've got enough things to keep them happy. They don't have their litter boxes. I don't think that's a huge deal, because like I'm gonna get it done tomorrow, so it's not like they're just not gonna have them ever again. But yeah, nice big cage, and I really like it because number one, the way these doors open, which is what I wanted. Number two, it's really tall. Like, this is taller than I am. Like, yeah, about here is eye level for me. So I have to look up to see the top of the cage. So that's good. And it goes so low down there that I can actually sit on the floor comfortably with these two gates open. Like that. And I can play with them. This guy, I'm going to have to move because this thing leaks. I don't know if you can see it dripping there, or if it stopped, but it leaks, so I mean, that might not be the best place to play it, but I can put it up here with the food. So yeah, I'm gonna put fabric up here. We've got some old towels that we would cut up to put in our baskets and such. I'm thinking I would put one of those old towels up here. Right now I'm using junky old washcloths because our old towel is dirty from other purposes. Anyway, so they're exploring, which is good. Good. The bottom pan was about this tall too. So we had this cage for a few days now. We had to buy a scatter guard, which is this attachment here. I don't think it's tall enough to do the job, but you see the cardboard wrapped around that one? That was basically our scatter guard to prevent them from kicking bedding on the floor. And as you can see by my floor, it didn't fully work, but you know, you can't see it very well, but there's actually a clear plastic sheet on the very front of the gate. I've been thinking of options for that kind of thing, so I'm not worried. Namely, I'm thinking of like window screen to put on the outside so they can't chew it, but air can go through it and it'll stop stuff from coming out. Hey Frodo, what do you think? So this entire cage was disinfected before the rats even touched it. You enjoying that washcloth? So yeah, I'm excited. I think the bedding spraying out will be less of an issue because they've just got more space to run around in, more space to play in. Yeah, and if the cats annoy them by peeking in and watching, they can just come up to a different level. The cats go away. Hey, old man, what are you doing? Tiger. So yeah, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is this bookshelf that's behind it. I will move it over there where the old cage is. Because I just think it's going to be too big. And then I'll have it against this segment of wall. There's actually a litter box back here too. I'm going to move. So this whole segment of wall will just be for the rats. Now, I'm still recovering from my surgery, so I can't do a whole lot. I managed to... I washed that thing before I basically had to give up. I'm out of breath. I'm sweating. I'm up on my feet. I'm moving around. I'm staying awake all day, but I'm still definitely in recovery. So I'm doing my best. Anyway, cleaning is going to be easy. This whole thing, it comes out. Slides out really easy. These all come off really easy. These are, I don't know, plush, microfiber, or something like that. They just slip onto the ramps. Nice and easy. All the ramps got one on there. So we can just pull those off, wash them in the washing machine. It's a good cage. It was Critter Nation. We got it off Amazon. There's a lot of reviews about it being crooked and you having to pound it together or whatever. Grandpa didn't have any issues. Here's the thing, Critter Nation. If I could focus on it. There we go. It costs about $290 for this top section and the bottom section together. This is a modular cage. This thing right here, this top section here is identical to the bottom section, and you can just stack them on top of each other. And apparently the highest people recommend going is three, but like, think of how big this one section is. Imagine stacking that another one up. They make two versions of this cage. There's Critter Nation, which has these narrow bars that are side by side. And then they have the Ferret Nation, which is the same cage, except for the bars are vertical like this, and about that far apart. Obviously, we didn't want that for the rats. We wanted the rats to be able to climb up the sides. So we had to make sure we got the right cage. But Critter Nation and Ferret Nation have a lot of cage accessories like that scatter guard there. And they're interchangeable, since the only difference between the two cage types is the way the bars are. So hello, Frodo. You want some scritches, buddy? No? Just busy exploring? His eyes look so red in the flashlight. Oh, somebody's coming up. Looks like Bilbo. I haven't seen Apollo since I put him in. Let's find Apollo. I've seen Willie. He's been like climbing upside down on the ceiling and everything. Not up there. There's Apollo. Hi, buddy. What do you think? Oh, you're licking me. There's Willie. Watching the cats. You can see his little nose right there. He's watching the cats. So yeah, overall, good cage. They got their chews. Their old cage is it's still messy. Oh boy, does it need cleaned. They've got their log. I put their log in here. That's going to get washed and then put in the new cage. I dug up they took the inner padding out of their log. Yeah, all this is going to get washed. The litter boxes need to get put in. Wheel needs to get put in. We need a bigger wheel because our boys are big. But it's what we've got right now. So anyway, this is going to get all cleaned up. All the stuff's going to get taken out. So it's just going to have these ledges, the bottom, the cage, and the food dish. I'm going to try putting it up for sale. Because this is a good starter. Oops, I left a toy in there. This is a good starter rat cage. Holds up to 4 adult male rats. It's good for females too because it's got these narrow bars. So yeah, it's a good cage. I'm too short and this hatch thing just didn't work. I can't reach in there. Oops. Can't clean it very well. In order to take that wheel out, I have to lift up this entire cage top. It just wasn't convenient for me. So this cage is more than twice as big. We're not going to get any more rats. It's the same 4 rats. They're just going to have a whole bunch more space. So, yeah, that's going to be for sale. And it's just the cage. It's not the fun stuff that's around it. Not the thing it's sitting on. Not the lights. I'm sad I can't put lights on this. Because the lights up there are out of reach of the cage. The rats can't see the wires. But I can't do anything like that on this cage. Where are my kids at? I see a tail. So yeah, that's an update. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in buying that cage, I was thinking about 50 bucks since I think it cost about 70, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just wasn't what I needed. Everything works fine. It's good. It's 2-tier, door on the bottom, door on the top, 3 levels, got food dish. It's light, it's easy to move, all that. So yeah, I'm thinking of selling it back for 50. If you guys are interested in this cage, we're going to clean it. So everything's going to be cleaned. We're probably going to leave the cardboard sides on because they're wired on and it'll just be a pain in the butt. Plus they're handy to have. But yeah, if you guys want that, you can make an offer or contact me. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it up on my local Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. And like, it's good for more than just rats. You could probably use it as a temporary like travel cage for a rabbit. You could. It's too tall for guinea pigs, but it's good for a chinchilla. It's good for a ferret or 2. A lot of rodents will do well in there. Hamsters will not. Hamsters are too little. Except for maybe a Syrian. Mice are too little. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the video, so we're going to say, oh my god, the eyes. Spotted. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys.